The bad boy of triathlon, Youri Keulen.
Are you calling me bad boy?
I reckon you're maybe got a couple of personalities. Like sometimes you're the nicest guy on the planet, sometimes you're a bit serious and aggressive and want to beat everyone. Who is the real Youri Keulen?
I think at home I'm a nice guy, but I think if you're a competitor you should kind of have that side in you as well. I think Alistair as well, if you meet him in the hotel, he's a nice guy, but if you're racing against him, you're afraid of him.
Yeah.
Like, I think I don't think that being nice or being too nice and being a pro athlete goes well together. Like, in the end of the day, you need to like kill them on race day, and I think for being too nice, that's not always how it works.
Well, in Singapore, you nearly killed yourself, I guess, trying to kill everyone else, and you did win. So do you think that from now on, like, is that just going to become something you have to do every time you want to win one of these big races?
I think it's a feeling that you can't really call up. Like, you're feeling it or you're not. Like in London, I was probably not feeling it. It's just something that shows up like maybe once, twice, maybe 3 or 4 times a year. But it's at least when I have the feeling it is there, it puts me up for a good result. But on the other hand as well, like, I think it's very difficult to have like 10 good races a year. Like there are always like 1 or 3 or 4 that really spike out, and then the rest is average and some are not that good. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like getting calm and peaceful into race day, and then when race day is actually there, like release, like open the cage.
You have a few rivalries in this sport. You have a handful in your short time at the top of the sport, particularly one with Fred Funk. And I don't want to ask about the rivalry, but what I want to ask is, we're in Ibiza, one of the most beautiful islands on the planet. If you had to spend 6 months on a deserted island, or go around to Fred Funk's house for dinner one night every week, which one would you pick?
I would go for dinner. I'm honest, like, I have nothing against him. Apparently we're not that good friends, but you can't be friends with everyone. I'm just here to race and to be myself and to beat the guys that I'm racing with in a good way. I don't really think that being angry or aggressive at someone is the right way. I think that is, in my opinion, that is not the emotion that I'm really searching for. The question is, should I go for dinner? Do they let me in? Probably not. And that's fine. For me, I'm only here to race, and I'm only here to be the best, and I only here for myself and my sponsors and my team. And whatever people think of me in that way, they can make a rivalry. In my opinion, it's just useless energy.
So in an ideal world for you, you just say, hey, let's squash the beef, there's no beef
I
here.
never had any beef with, like, I never initiated or I never reacted or did anything. So for me, it's just like, in the end of the day, I'm here to, and again, I'm here to race, and I'm here to perform, and the PTO is inviting me for these races to perform, and not to make a story or anything, because then we should all go to the UFC, I think.
It is a bit like that, you and Fred. It is a bit more Conor McGregor style.
I think as well, and you followed it as well, like, I'm part of it, but I'm not involved. Like, it's fine. Like, again, in the end of the day, I'm here to race, and I want to perform on race day, and I want to beat everyone, including Fred.
My only question with it is, because I hear what you're saying, why did you blow him the kisses at Singapore when you were winning the race? Was it just emotion got the better of you?
First of all, it was not blowing kisses. It was this.
Oh, it was the eyeballs. Yeah. It looked like this on the camera.
No. It was the eyeball.
Right.
Why did I do that? I don't know. I think it was just a reaction on heat of the battle. Yeah. I was feeling very well at the moment, and I just wanted to, I don't know, it was one of these maybe bad boy moments, if you like to call them. And I think as well, like, if you throw all the way shit to a fan, one day it will come back.
I think it is what I said. Sometimes there's two sides of you a little bit.
Yeah, and so I was when I was younger, I was a football player, and I played for the national team of my age. And you have to see, like, we have like 11 guys in the starting lineup, and you have 20 guys actually in the team, and all these 20 guys are competing for similar spots. But when I was younger, they were really trying to like get in your head, like try to make the race already or the competition already before it actually was going. And my parents always said to me, like, Youri, whatever happens, we don't do that. We just perform on the day itself. Like, the best answer you can give is speak with your legs.
Yeah.
That's something when I get negativity on Instagram and people try to reach at me, then I always think like, I just need to perform on race day. That's the best answer you can give.
We're here in beautiful Ibiza. It's one of the nicest beaches I've been to, probably. It's a beautiful place. The people are a bit different though. Would you rather be here to do a triathlon or come here for maybe a party weekend with your friends?
I think the nice thing is that it's a bit mixed. Like you have literally like in the hotel, like you have 5 guys sitting there from like 12 o'clock until like 8 drinking beers, getting changed and go to the nightclub. And then you have like a 2-time Olympic champ, 8-time world champ and T100 winner, a Kona champ. Next to that, like the worlds are very different, but at the same time they kind of come together. I'm not that much of a party guy myself, to be honest. But I think if you want to party, you should go to this island.
Out of everyone here, men or women, maybe men, because they're the people you race against, who's most likely to go for a week-long bender in Ibiza?
Late low. Without a doubt, late low.
Who would join him? Who'd be most likely to join him?
Josh Hamburger, I think. And I do think, and he's not in the PTO tour, but I think Tom Bishop would join them as well.
Oh yeah,
because
Tom Bishop.
Last year we were racing here and like literally 2 hours after the race, I was like knocked out and I was like very tired. And we got a message in the group chat of being Tom Bishop at the backstage of Ushuaia, standing there like with the bottles in his hands. Like, this guy is different. Yeah. Different kind of, he's British.
Yeah, Tom Bishop definitely. Josh Hamburger maybe more Amsterdam than Ibiza vibes though, I reckon.
Yeah,
you know, a bit more
like
chill.
more hard rock.
Yeah.
Like more like heavy metal.
Yeah.
He's a bit that kind of dude, isn't it?
Yeah. What about Youri Keulen outside of triathlon? What makes you tick? What do you do for fun?
So my dad always been a chef, and so I've been growing up with like very well food in the house, and we just slightly like we moved apartments and we have an amazing kitchen, and it kind of started developing a bit of a hobby in me, like just working with food, having food in my hands, making something nice of it. I think that's something I really like. And I don't know, like I always been like, sometimes being a triathlete and always training is difficult, but sometimes just doing exercising.
Yeah.
But then mostly it ends up in swim, bike, run. Yeah. But like doing just some like an easy ride, easy run without your watch and just getting your hat cleared out. I think that is something that I really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, I think, you know that yourself as well, is when you're an athlete, like even if you do the garden or something at home, like you start with nothing and at the end you have a result.
Yeah.
And it's the same with like cooking or even cleaning the house. Like you have a mess and then eventually you have a clean house, and that gives a good feeling. So I think that is really something that I really like in the day-to-day life. And I just like to spend time with my family and with my girlfriend, just having quality time.
So next year, me and you might be living in the same place.
Who knows?
When you invite me around for dinner on a Sunday night, what will you cook me?
What kind of guy are you? Are you a bit like a...
What do you think I am?
I think you're like a big fat hamburger.
Yes.
Is it? Yeah.
Maybe a barbecue, a beer.
Yeah, it depends how good I do in the end series, but maybe I can buy a nice barbecue at home.
Oh, like a big barbecue out on
like
the deck.
Big one, like...
You, like no clothes but apron on, flipping some burgers.
Literally, baby oil.
No baby oil. No baby oil.
Not anymore, huh?
I like the sound of that.
I would make you like a nice portion of fries with like a good, but like good meat, like not like that cheap, but like that good meat, and then like nice sauce on it, lettuce, tomatoes, like a burger that you think like the guy is not only good at triathlon, but this is a nice one as well.
Yeah, I like that. Sounds like you're not just having me around for dinner, but you're actually like inviting me around for a first date, trying to impress me. That's like the way to my heart.
Yeah, like isn't it like the way to a woman's heart is through the stomach?
Literally.
It's Jack Kelly's way as well, isn't it?
It actually might be true. No matter how much I hate you, which I don't hate you at all, I really like you, but if I did, if you cooked me that meal, best friends.
All right, cool. All
Best
right,
friends.
okay, cool.
I'll ask for a bunk
Cool.
bed in the same room at your house, and
Yeah.
I'll stay the night.
All right.
Youri, what is success for you this year? What do you have to do to like maybe have Christmas with your family and be like, I'm so satisfied with the year I've had?
Actually, and that maybe sounds very weird, but like I am actually satisfied already because I'm living my dream at the moment. And since Miami, it's really been like a dream that I'm not waking up from in a good way.
Yeah.
Like this year has been so full with like lovely things, like moving apartments, having a win in Singapore, but as well like getting a dream sponsorship with a bike brand, actually making a living of the sport. Like, with all due respect, I'm not riding a Porsche, but I'm actually making a nice living now. Like, I think that is for me like of course I want to win Ibiza, of course I want to win the series, I want to become world champion, but like sometimes you should not forget that sometimes needs to happen step by step.
Yeah.
Maybe if I'm not getting world champion this year, maybe it is for another year, because you can't have everything in 1 year. So if I'm sitting at home, first of all, if I make it at home to Christmas, because that is the question with like the Worlds in December and everything. But if I'm at home and I'm sitting there, I will be like, I can actually buy Christmas presents for my brother and sister, and I couldn't do that for a while. So yeah, I think that is for me already the satisfaction and the success that I'm very proud of.
I hope you don't mind me saying this, but we were talking earlier this morning about tax, and we were with Daniel Backergaard and we were just talking about how hard it is when you start making money and you realise, oh, there's so much more to it than just swim, bike and run, and you haven't had that much success until this year, and you know you were having to go to your parents for money and just struggling to get by, whereas now you're having to sit down with an accountant and figure out your taxes and all this stuff. What does it mean, like, how have you found that transition to being sort of your own business and actually making some money now, and all the like hardship that also comes with that?
Yeah, you're a business owner probably. You know, like you start with nothing and all of a sudden you have like a handful of cash and you have to do something with it. You have to reinvest in it. Like you have to. For me, the most important thing always been, and I hope it always stays like that. Money is just money.
Yeah.
It will come and it will go. Just make sure that you make the right investments in it. And I'm not meaning that by like buying property and putting things in the front, but like for me, the most important thing is performance is always key. So if I can get the best, nutritious, if I can get the best nutritious, and he is a bit more expensive than another one, but I have the financial capability of getting the more advanced nutritious, I would always rather invest in that than having a big fucking car at home with a big freaking set of wheels under it and a nice audio system. Like, performance for me will always be key.
Do you lash out anything? Like, do you treat yourself in any way with the money that you've made?
Yeah, I do. So I said to my girlfriend before the race, if I win Singapore, I'll get you a nice coffee machine. Haven't bought it yet, but I really do, like, I would say I treat myself with quality time.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but on the other hand, for me, a treatment is as well, and that maybe sounds very cheesy, but like actually helping my sister with like getting a new road bike, or my brother with like he's with his girlfriend to a nice place, and I say, here you have €100, just go have dinner for me. Like I am really a family man, and for me that is, I'm maybe probably more enjoying it myself that I can actually do that than they are actually having that dinner. So I just want to take very good care of the people around me, and I actually can do that now.
So with saying you're a family man, does that mean that, you know, you want to settle down, get married, have kids, have that kind of life in the future?
Well, first thing, I don't want kids when I'm still an athlete, because I have so much respect for athletes who have kids. I couldn't do it, because for me the most important thing now for the upcoming 10-15 years is to be the best athlete I can be. And I think for that we really should be aware of the time we have as athletes. Like I was talking with my coach about it. Our dream is a dream with an end destination one day.
Yep.
You know, like you can keep going only until a certain age. So I want to make sure that I dedicate myself 200% to that dream and keep it alive and keep it sustainable for me, and for that I need to perform. So at this moment I don't see kids getting involved to that, because it's just another thing that I have to take care of together with my girlfriend. Yeah, about marriage, yeah, of course. Like, I have a beautiful girlfriend now, and I would like to see me making that next step in the upcoming years. But yeah, in the end of the day, for me, like, this is now my whole life, triathlon, and day-to-day training and traveling the world with it. And yeah, let's be honest, we were talking about the tour next year. Like, it is a nice time to be a triathlete now, eh?
Yeah.
And especially if you're in the tour. So I think who knows, maybe in 5 years this is not going anymore. I hope it is, but who knows? Like, what happens? Like, maybe we get a pandemic or anything. We should really appreciate where we are now as athletes, and I think that should be my future at the moment.
To sort of finish this, Youri, I want to do some quick fires. So
Shoot me.
I want you to use one word to describe just a whole range of things. We'll start with some people in the tour.
Yes.
Mika Newt.
Massive eater. I never seen a guy eating so much as Mika Newt.
Jan Frodeno.
Goat.
Daniela Reef.
Goat times 2.
What about Sam Renouf?
Businessman.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what he put on the tour, it's very impressive, and for that you have to make hard decisions, and it's not always easy, and not everyone will be happy, but in the end of the day, the product that we're selling is triathlon, and we should be all involved in that.
Kyle Smith.
Kiwi. I never knew a guy who was so much New Zealander than him.
Yeah, he doesn't even live there anymore.
Yeah,
but Jason West.
yeah, runner.
Sam Long.
Triplet, because we're both triplets.
Wow, I
And
didn't know
we always have that little thing before a race that we say, like, who is going to be the fastest triplet today?
that. I didn't know you
And
were a triplet.
and we came over the finish line in Singapore, and one of the things he said to me, yeah, you're the fastest triplet now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Taylor Nibb.
Can I use 2 words?
Yep, you already
Or
have.
3? Create for the community. I think Taylor Nibb is the perfect example of being a triathlete that is amazing for the community, and that gives back in her speeches after World Championships, but as well her deeds in, like, yeah, she really gives back. Like, she is one that goes as a volunteer to a race.
My last one, Youri Keulen.
Ibiza champ,
It's 2 words. Champ.
maybe.
Thanks, Youri.
Thank you very much.